Hello everyone, and welcome to 7th grade Math Module 1, Ratios and Proportional Relationships. In this video, we're looking at Lesson 17, the unit rate as the scale factor. Our learning goal is to make sure that we can calculate scale factor given dimensions of an original object and a drawing of the object. This will help us to master Standard 7 RPA1, compute unit rates associated with ratios of fractions, including ratios of lengths, areas, and other quantities measured in like or different units. And it will also help us with Standard 7 GA1, solve problems involving scale drawings of geometric figures, including computing actual lengths and areas from a scale drawing and reproducing a scale drawing at a different scale. Let's start off with some terms you need to know. The first term is scale factor, which is a ratio comparing an original image with a scale, which could be an enlarged or reduced version of the image. The way that we find scale factor is by taking a measurement from our scale and putting it over a corresponding measurement for our original. When we are looking at those scale versions, an enlargement is a scale that is larger than the original, and it has a scale factor that is greater than 1. A reduction is a scale that is smaller than the original and has a scale factor between 0 and 1. So let's say we start out with a rectangle that has a length of 6 units and a width of 4 units. That's our original rectangle. If we have a scale drawing of it that is an enlargement that has a length of 9 units and a width of 6 units, in order to find the scale factor, we would have to find our pairs of corresponding sides. So the 6 being the longer side corresponds with the 9. We can then write our ratio of the scale's measurement over the original's measurement and simplify it to find our scale factor. So the scale factor for this enlargement here is 9 over 6, which equals 6 over 4, which simplifies to 3 over 2, or 1.5. Let's say instead of an enlargement, though, we took our original 6 by 4 rectangle and made a reduction that was 3 units long by 2 units wide. The scale factor for this would be found the same way. We would have to find our corresponding lengths, which here are 3 with 6 and 2 with 4. And we would put the units from our scale reduction in the numerator and the units from our original in the denominator. So our scale factor for this reduction from the original rectangle is 3 over 6, which equals 2 over 4, which is a half. So as you notice, as I mentioned before, our enlargement has a scale factor that is greater than 1, and our reduction has a scale factor which is between 0 and 1. Jake created a simple game on his computer and shared it with his friends to play. They were instantly hooked, and the popularity of his game spread so quickly that Jake wanted to create a distinctive icon so that players could easily identify his game. He drew a simple sketch. From the sketch, he created stickers to promote his game, but Jake wasn't quite sure if the stickers were proportional to his original sketch. So on the left, we have his original sketch with some dimensions, and on the right, we have his sticker with its dimensions. The first thing we need to do to figure out if these are proportional, which we can simply do the same way we would with a table, by seeing if all of our scale factors, which are unit rates, which is a constant of proportionality, are all the same. So we have to first, like we did on the previous problem, find all of our corresponding pairs of sides. I have highlighted those in the same color so it's easy to identify. The next step is to write our ratio for our unit rate or scale factor with the numbers from our scale image over the numbers from our original sketch. You can pause the video and try to do this now. So once we have listed out all of our numbers to make our ratios, we see that our 2 inches in red goes with our 1 inch in red, and so on and so forth. When we take all of our scale numbers and make a fraction over our original numbers, they all simplify to 2. So Jake's sticker is proportional to his original sketch. What does this make you wonder about scale factor and its connection to what we've already covered with constant of proportion proportionality, and unit rate. Write down your questions at the bottom of your notes. Then you can try to find your answers online or ask a classmate or teacher. Thanks for watching, and when you're trying this on your own, remember, if you learned from your failures, then you succeeded.